at night, the graveyard shift. Susie was on. I could hear her in the hall. I wanted her to come see me, so I had to create a little emergency. It worked. Beep, beep.
Miss Barron, is that you beeping at 4 o'clock in the morning? I'm sorry about that. Did it wake you up? It just gets a little occluded sometimes.
I was awake.
You can't sleep?
No, I just keep thinking.
Well, if you do that too much, you can get confused.
I know. I can't figure things out. I'm in a quandary having these doubts.
Well, what you're doing is really hard.
Hard things are what I like best.
Well, it's not the same. It's sort of like you're out of control, huh?
I'm scared.
Oh, honey, of course you are. I know. It's hard.
I don't feel so sure about things anymore.
And you used to feel sure.
Oh, yes, I used to feel sure.
It's all right. I know. It hurts. Do you want a tissue? How about a popsicle? Do you want a popsicle, Vivian?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll go get it for you. I'll be right back.
Thank you. The epithelial cells in my GI tract have been killed by the chemo. The cold popsicle feels good. It's something I can digest, and it keeps me hydrated, for your information.
Here.
Here.
You sure?
Yes.
Thanks. You know, when I was a kid, we used to get these from a truck. The guy would come around and ring his bell, and we'd all run around everywhere. We'd sit on the curb and eat our popsicles. Pretty profound, huh?
That sounds nice.
Vivian, there's something we need to talk about. Something that you need to think about.
My cancer's not being cured, is it?
Uh-uh.
They never expected it to be, did they?
Well, they thought the drugs would make it smaller, and it has gotten smaller. But the problem is now that it's in too many places. They've researched a lot, and they gave you the best drugs possible, but there just isn't a good treatment for what you have yet. I'm sorry, they should have told you all of this.
I knew.
You did?
I read between the lines.
What you have to think about is your code status. What you want them to do if your heart stops beating.
Well,
You could be full code, which means that if your heart stops beating, they'll call a code blue and the code team will come up and resuscitate you, and you'll be in the ICU until you're stabilized. Or you could be do not resuscitate, which means, well, it means we'll just let it stop. You can think about it, but I just wanted to present you with your choices before you talk to Dr. Kleekian or Jason.
you don't agree about this.
Well, they like to save lives, and they're good at it too. But to them, it doesn't matter if you're hooked up to 1 million machines as long as your life is preserved. You know, Kleekian's a great doctor, and it's a huge honor for the fellows like Jason to work with him, but they always want to know more.
I always want to know more things. I'm a scholar. Or at least I was when I had shoes. And I had eyebrows.
Well, okay then. You'll be full code. That's fine.
No. Don't complicate the matter.
Well, it's okay. It's up to you.
Let it stop.
So, if your heart stops beating,
Just let it stop.
are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll get Dr. Kalikian to give the order then.
Susie?
Yeah?
You're still gonna take care of me, aren't you?
Of course, sweetheart.
That certainly was a model in display. Popsicles, sweetheart. Can't believe my life has become so corny. But it can't be helped. I don't see any other way. We are discussing life and death, and not in the abstract either. We are discussing my life and my death. And my brain is dulling, and Susie's was never that sharp to begin with. And I can't conceive of any other tone. Now is not the time for verbal word swordplay, for unlikely flights of imagination, for wildly shifting perspectives, for metaphysical conceit, for wit. Now is not the time for scholarly analysis, erudition, interpretation, complication. Now is the time for simplicity. Now is the time for, dare I say it, kindness. I thought being extremely smart would take care of it, but I was found out. Oh, I'm scared. Oh.